As a Jiu-Jitsu athlete, I know you're doing all of the Jiu-Jitsu training, the strength, mobility, and then also have a life on top of that. So with all of that yang, I thought today I would go through a yin yoga sequence designed to help the knees. But that doesn't mean to say that it's a replacement of going to see a professional. So we're going to work through the back line of the body, releasing any tension throughout that back line that's pulling on the knee, and therefore preventing or reducing the amount of injury that's going to happen to the knee going forward, so that you can continue to practice Jiu-Jitsu every single day. The whole idea in yin yoga is that you're going to be holding the postures for a couple of minutes, so please get comfortable. You want to find your edge of comfort where you're not in pain. For one, if you feel any pain, come out of the posture. Two, find a position that feels challenging. There may be slight discomfort, but use the breath to help relax the body into the posture, and eventually the muscles will relax, minimize the amount of movement that you're making when you're finally comfortable in the posture. If you are feeling particularly tight, I am going to give you modifications throughout the practice. So get a pillow, get your yoga mat, or even just on the carpet or a rug. You really don't need a yoga mat for this. Also need your belt if you can't touch your toe, and let's begin. So come into a comfortable position, either cross-legged, or you're welcome to lay down in Shavasana if you'd like to just completely relax the body here. And just starting to tune in to the breath, feeling the flow of the breath, the inhale and the exhale. Noticing any sensations in the body before you start the practice here. Feel a sensation of the weight of the body on the floor, relaxing the muscles in the body, and paying attention to your breath here. Expanding the stomach, expanding the chest, and the exhale. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And then coming into our first posture, we're going to extend the legs forwards. If you need to put a pillow underneath your knees here and bend your knees, that's totally fine. And then we're going to try and bend forwards, taking the head towards the knees and rounding the back here and finding a position that feels comfortable for you. Allowing the weight of the body to sink into the floor here. Noticing the sensations in your body, maybe on the back of the legs, in the glutes, in the lower back or in the hips, maybe even in the upper back or the neck, and just using the breath to relax the body here, elongating the exhale. And then slowly starting to bring the head back up towards the ceiling, taking the feet to the floor and bringing a bend in the knees here. Taking the knees to the left and the right hand side here, just waking the legs back up again, taking some breaths. And then slowly coming onto an all fours position here. We're going to take that right foot to the outside of the right hand, bringing both hands on the floor, taking that left knee back if you can. If you can't take that left knee back, just place your knee on the floor here. And staying on the hands if this is enough of a position for you, or joining me on your elbows.
Bringing both elbows on the inside of the right leg here, taking that right leg out towards the right hand side if that's possible for you. Again, using any pillows here, maybe under the left leg or under the elbows if you need to. Making sure this position is comfortable as possible and you're not creating any pain here. Starting to sink the body into the floor, using the breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Relax the body here. Making sure that we can feel it on the outside of the leg rather than the inside. Maybe pushing that leg out to the side if the body started to relax here. And come back to the breath. Notice any sensation in your body. And slowly starting to come out of the posture, placing the hands on the floor and taking that right leg back, coming back to all fours. Switching sides, taking the left leg on the outside of the left hand here. Taking the right leg back if you can here, or staying on your right knee. Staying on the hands if this is enough of a stretch for you. Potentially taking that left knee out to the side if you can, or coming onto your elbows if you want to increase the stretch. Placing a pillow either underneath the right leg or underneath your elbows here if you need the support. And starting to use the breath here. Inhale, notice the sensations in the body. Exhale, release the tension. Allow the body to relax into the floor here. Finding that edge of comfort. And slowly starting to come out of the posture, placing the hands on the floor here. Come into an all fours position and then come to sit on your bum with your legs forwards, bringing the bottoms of the feet together. Taking the knees to the side, maybe taking the feet further away from the body, or bringing them in closer, but the idea is that we want to feel the stretch on the outside of the legs here. Making sure that you're sitting on your sit bones here and the top of the pelvis isn't slouched backwards. And then we're going to inhale and exhale. Start to lean forwards if you'd like to, or stay where you are if you feel like it's enough of a stretch. Just allowing the head to go down towards the floor. You're welcome to put a pillow in between your legs here, across your legs, in between your legs and your chest. Again, starting to notice the sensations in the body, potentially on the outside of the legs, or even the inside of the hips, in the back. And coming back to the breath here, taking a big deep inhale. And slowly exhale. Feel the body relax on the exhale. Completely sinking the body into the floor here. If your body's started to relax here and they feel that you can move slightly further forwards, then go ahead, but only go into a position that feels comfortable for you. Coming back to the breath, allowing the body to relax. then slowly but surely coming back up to a seated position and starting to extend the legs forwards here. Maybe bringing the knees in with the hands if you need to. And then here we're going to work on an acupressure point or a trigger point. So just bringing your first finger and putting it on the center of the pit of your knee. I've put the acupressure points on the screen here that you can use. It's ideal if you've got like a tennis ball, physio ball that you can use. Otherwise, just bringing that first finger on the center of the pit of the knee and just putting some pressure on, the same pressure that you like in a massage. And just holding this point here and coming back to the breath. Using this trigger point is beneficial for flexibility, clearing heat from the body, reducing inflammation, swelling, and relieves pain and stiffness from the knees and the lower back. And just switching to the other side here, same again on the other side. Coming back to the breath and tuning into the sensation. And then slowly releasing, and we're going to take the back down towards the floor here. And then bringing the feet up off the floor so the legs are at a right angle, and taking the knees over to the right side here. Making sure the knees are stacked on top of each other. If you need to prop yourself up with pillows here, if this is too hard on the lower back, don't stretch as much. Maybe bring the knees down towards the bottom of the mat. And making sure that your shoulders on the floor if possible. And just coming back to the breath here. Feeling the twist in the spine, allowing the body to sink into the floor. And using the breath and the exhale to relax the muscles here. Starting to wake the legs back up again, bringing the knees towards the sky here, bringing the spine back to center. And taking the feet up off the floor again, legs at a right angle, and taking the knees over to the left side this time. Taking that right hand out towards the right hand side, feet underneath the knees are stacked, right shoulder on the floor if you can, and coming back to the breath. Elongating the exhale here, allowing the body to sink into the floor, noticing the sensations in your body, maybe in the spine, in the neck, the shoulders, along the arm, in the side of the glutes, side of the leg, and taking some time to relax here. taking the legs up again here, and this might be where you need a belt or a strap to assist if you feel tightness on the back of the legs, on your hamstrings, if you can't fully extend the leg. We're going to come back onto our back and extend the right foot up towards the sky, looping that belt around the bottom of the foot here, and starting to fully extend the leg. You might need a bend in the knee here. You might be further down. Don't compare yourself to what I'm doing. I'm sitting in my own little zen world right now. You can grab your toe if you're there, but please just take it easy. We want to be at a point where we feel a nice stretch. It's a little challenging, but we don't feel any pain. Just enough of a stretch where we can take a big deep breath and slowly exhale, completely relax the whole body. Paying attention to the sensation in your body, in the back of the legs, and the hips, maybe the back of the knee, the calf. Taking big deep breaths here, allowing the body to relax. And then slowly releasing that leg and switching sides with the strap if you need to hook the strap of the belt on the left leg, extending the left foot up towards the sky. Not forgetting to bend the knee here if you need it. And taking some big deep breaths, noticing the sensations in your body. Allowing the body to completely relax on the exhale. Finding a position that feels comfortable for you. And then slowly releasing that leg back down and just bringing both feet to the floor here. Feet hip distance apart and just swaying the knees from one side to the other. Just giving the legs some internal and external rotation here. Coming back to your breath, noticing the sensations in your body. And then slowly bringing the knees into the chest here, rocking from side to side, relaxing the muscles in the back. Taking a big deep breath. And then slowly exhaling, releasing the legs, bringing the feet, allowing them to flop to the side here, tucking the hips under, relaxing the shoulders down the back, palms reaching towards the sky by your side. And get into a comfortable position here. If you want to put a pillow underneath your knees, you can. Or if you want to bring your feet to the floor and bring your knees together, go ahead. And just notice how different the body feels from when you first started the practice today. Taking some breaths in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Allowing the body to sink into the floor. 2 more breaths here. Relaxing the legs, the arms. Muscles in the shoulders, the face, the jaw, the hands and the feet, and the stomach. One more big deep breath. And exhale. Elongating the exhale here and feeling the body relax, the muscles relax on the exhale. Starting to wiggle your hands and your feet here, bringing your attention back to the breath and back to the body. Bringing the feet together and taking the hands above your head and stretching out long. Bringing the feet to the floor and bending the knees and coming to a side lying position when you're ready. Just taking a moment here to wake the body up, coming back to the senses. And slowly starting to come to a cross-legged position. And thanks for practicing today. I hope you feel a lot better after today's practice. If you want to see results, then remain consistent, because that is where results happen. I hope you're feeling super zen, and if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below or drop me a message. And I'll see you in your next practice.